This video is made with the sponsorship of Ecrotech New Zealand, one source for all your beekeeping requirements. Hi, Trev here from Trevs Bees on Facebook and YouTube. So today I want to talk to you about Varroa sampling of the beehive. It's very important that we know what our Varroa levels are within the hive. We need to know that so we know when to treat, and also whether the treatment's been effective. It's no good putting a treatment in and say, yep, that's okay, I've done the treatment, the hive's fine. Because there is rumours and stories of the different synthetic treatments, and we're mostly talking about synthetics, but all the treatments, that some of them don't work. So today we're going to sample this hive, and I'm going to show you, for starters, the kit that I have. For starters, this black plastic tray is what I'm going to shake the bees into. It is a wallpaper tray for wet, ready pasted wallpaper. So it used to have a wire in it that you'd roll the paper through and hang it up on the wall. I can't be bothered doing wallpapering anymore. I get a bloke in. So now I've converted this to being of use for the bees. We have some alcohol, well in this case isopropyl alcohol, and we'll use that to wash the bees. Have a sample jar, and I want to have this up to about this level, and that will be about 300 bees. A quarter of a cup of bees is enough. And this is my sampling jar. I'll put the chemical in here, the alcohol, and I'll fill that up to about here. This is a little container by Systema, New Zealand product, and it's got a little catch on here on the strainer basket that will actually sit on the side. So when I've actually washed the bees, give them a good shake around, I can lift it up, the little leg sticks out, and they will sit up there, give it a few more swirls around, and then I'll be able to count down here how many, if any, mites we've got. Obviously don't want this alcohol sitting on top of the beehive that I'm going to work on. Oh, hang on. Then I've got a little bit of a paint strainer, so I can strain this stuff when I put it back, the isopropyl alcohol back into the jar, so when I go to the next hive. And I've got some hand towels so that I can wipe things out and keep things clean and get rid of the alcohol, because I don't want to kill any bees accidentally. So I'm going to go over there with this stuff and we'll do the test over there. So we'll go and set it up. So as you can see, comes up to about there. Put the lid on, pretty much that part's done. My container for catching the bees, my sample container, just remember I always hate propolis, so I'll put my gloves on. Right, now we're just about ready to go. we want to take the sample from brood frames. So we get house bees and preferably open brood. So let's have a look in here. A little bit of smoke just to quieten them down, let them know that we're coming in to do some work. So I know there's not going to be any brood up in the top box, so we'll go down into the second box and have a look, see what's in here. There's all these ones that all the brood that I thought. Alright, so we've got brood on here, lots of open brood here, a little bit of capped brood here. Oh, and there's her highness. So we don't want her to go in there, so we'll just pick her up and shift her down there. So what I do is I now get my tray out and I just shake the bees into there. I just want a few more bees than what's in there. This is another frame that's got a lot of brood on it. So again, we do the same thing. And now we can put all that back. So now we want to get our sample. Now, you notice I haven't been in a panic about trying to get the sample out in a hurry, because all the bees that are flowing off are the field bees. And now I'm left with all the house bees. That's what I want. Drop them down there. Get my container of bees. Put them in there. Come over here. These bees are going to die instantly. So we're just going to put this hive back together again, because those bees are now dead. We will work on them in a minute and carry on talking about what we're doing, how we're doing it, once we've got all this back together. So we've now got a lot of bees in here, and what I need to do is I need to agitate these fairly vigorously for about a minute or so. And then I usually give it a rest, and then I go and do it again. Now, some people get upset about the fact we've now just killed 300 odd bees. Well, I'm sorry, but that's a fact of life. More than 300 bees die every day, and there's more than 300 bees born every day. So it all counterbalances. But it's better to sacrifice 300 bees for the sake of the hive, so I know what the Varroa levels are, than to lose the whole hive. There's probably 40,000 bees at least in that hive. 300 bees out of it is less than 1%. So, as I say, it takes a while. We want to give them a good shake up, good beat up. You can't hurt the bees any more than they're already hurt. The good thing about this, we can actually work out the exact percentage of Varroa that we get. If I've got 300 bees here and I count, let's say, 9 mites, I divide the 9 by 3 and that would give us 3% of a mite loading. 3% is really, really bad. Now, you would have noticed in there was some yellowy coloured cloth strips in there. Those strips are oxalic acid and glycerine strips as per Randy Oliver's website that we've been experimenting here with in New Zealand. When I done a sample on this hive before I put those strips in, I had a sample of about 20 Varroa. Divided by 3, that's 7. That's a huge mite fall. So now we can take this off. I can hang it up on the there like that for a little bit, and I still swirl it around a little bit more so any other Varroa that's still sitting there will get washed off. Still dribbling. We'll wait a bit. Now I get all this alcohol over my hands, so that's why I have the hand towels so I can clean myself as I go. The only thing that I can see in there is a bit of wax that I've actually washed off the bees. So I'm going to go and count these in a minute. I'll lay them on my bench inside, and I'll count exactly how many bees that I've got, and then we'll know, and we can say, well, it doesn't really make much difference anyway. We've got a 0 mite wash. At this stage I have to say that my treatments have been 100% effective. There's no point doing another sample just to get another 0 result. I can say that those oxalic acid and glycerine strips have done their job 100%. So, sampling. It's really, really important, and we should all do it. So what I do now is I put my little paint strainer over the top of here. And there's a little bit of wax in there or something. Don't know what it is. And that's it. The end of sampling. So it's Trevs Bees, Facebook and YouTube. Varroa sampling. Learn how to do it. It's quick and easy. 2 minutes, and we know what we're talking about. Catch you around the beehive.